Wow, the Fightins win, huh? Live to see another day. Of course, they had to make it harder than it should have been, right? You're sweating it out in the 5th. You're sweating it out in the 7th. There were base runners on constantly, but you couldn't get the timely hit. Oh, man, fans were crying about the Aaron Nola stuff in the beginning. How about my guy? How about my guy? I had to fight all of you for the last 6 months about Noles shoves. Having to deal with adversity, Brandon Marsh out there in center field, not knowing what the hell he's doing. Gets out of it anyway with the man on third early. Stones. Big balls Nola. That's what they call him. 215-592-9494. That is the phone number to hop on board if you want to react. I am proud that they didn't roll over and die. Okay? They didn't roll over and die, and that's important to me. Do I believe they can win this series? I was listening to Jack. I was listening to James. I love their energy. They brought it. They're all Phillied up. I don't think I'm there, okay? I don't think I'm at that level. If they win Game 4, hey, I'll probably feel differently. But here's why I'm a little nervous. One, I just saw the Yankees fans go through the same thing. They won Game 3 after getting crushed by the Blue Jays in the first 2 games. And they said, whoa, if Game 4, they had the kid going, Schlittler. And they think, hey, we're at home. We got the kid. He threw a gem against the Red Sox. And then they fell flat. Because at the end of the day, you know, the Yankees have their flaws. And I almost feel this Phillies team, it's like I'm watching a car that has a flat tire. And they're trying to win a drag race. Let's be honest. I don't think the flat tire is going to hold up. I'm just being honest. I'm being honest. I don't like that I feel this way. Trust me, I want to go, woohoo! Let's go, baby! That's what I'm about. But, I don't know, Kyle on the bases, Marsh in center field, can't get the timely hit. I don't trust Rob Thompson. I'm just being honest. And I feel I'm a bad guy. Because something that I take pride in is, listen, I feel the fan base. I know we got the Phillies face paint on and we're rocking. And maybe there's something to be said about Sanchez just throwing an absolute monster of a game. The top of your lineup, Kyle hits a couple of bombs, and then that kind of gives you some life, and maybe he can ride that momentum into tomorrow's game against a Glass Now, and then you're set up for awesome run production. And then they can do it's not impossible by any means. It's not impossible. It's just, it's hard for me to see this team with these still sloppy issues beat the Dodgers 3 straight times without any hiccups. Because one hiccup, it's done. It's over because you dug yourself such a hole. Like, imagine this. You're actually in a hole that's 90 feet, right? 90 feet deep. You're at the bottom of that hole. Right now, you climbed 30. You got 60 more feet to go. So, I mean, you're making progress. You are getting yourself out a little bit, but there's still so much more to go. And that's where I'm at. Do you believe the Phils still got this? Do you believe that they can make it happen? It's not impossible. Listen to me. It's not impossible. But I'd be doing myself a disservice, and I'd be lying to everybody if I just hopped on here right from the rip and said, we're golden, we're making it happen, we're winning this, no doubt. I don't feel that in my bones. I don't. But I would love to be wrong. I'm rooting to be wrong. And if they win Game 4, then, yeah, I'm probably going to be an obnoxious you-know-what about Game 5. But, you know, this is kind of where I'm at. Huge double play ball in the 5th inning. Ranger was a monster with Teoscar grounding out into that double play. Man, Dave Roberts, I'll tell you what. Clayton Kershaw asking him to go the 8th again was an absolute abomination of a decision. So you know what? Before we get right to the phones here at 215-592-9494, I laid out a couple of reasons why I'm shaky to buy stock. I'll give you a few reasons here why I think they could win. If they are to do it, here's a handful of reasons why. Dave Roberts stinks. He stinks. The Dodgers bullpen stinks. Sanchez is a weapon. And the top guys finally did some damage, and maybe that could bleed into Game 4. So I'm laying it out there for the potential opportunity, all because of what I just mentioned. But I'm just a little shaky, that's all. To the phones we go. Let's go to Drew in Westchester. What's going on, Drew?
Brodes.
What's up?
I mean, man, I'm right with you, man. Like, tonight was awesome, and now all I can think about is having another awesome night tomorrow. I'm not thinking beyond that, honestly. It just got to have that again tomorrow, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, you're right. Obviously, if it's a Game 5 at home, we could talk about the nerves and just the energy at home and how it seemed like it scared some of the players or whatnot. So we'll get to Game 5 if they win Game 4. But just in regards to swaying my emotions and how much things will change for me based off of what happens with Sanchez and what happens in Game 4, I mean, that really is the emotional swing game without a doubt. Because right now I'm skeptical, but if they win Game 4, I'll probably be literally obnoxious on the other side where I have 2 feet in ready to open up my heart to see what happens in a 5th game, you know?
Yeah. And, look, I got to give Topper credit. I got to give him credit where credit's due because I've been hitting him all week for games 1 and 2 and the things he did that I didn't like. So I got to give him credit for, having the guts to, I didn't like the move when he made it, taking Nola. I didn't like it when he took him out. Because he had really good command, I thought. And I thought, why go with – I mean, at that moment, the unknown was whether Ranger was going to pitch as well as Nola was pitching. And and so I did not like the move. And the first batter, I was like, oh, no, here we go. But thankfully, Ranger, the cool customer that he is, just sloughed it off and dominated.
He really did. After that first pitch, too, Drew. That first pitch, you go, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, you do. To the 9-hole hitter and everything. So, but I got to give Topper credit because I didn't like that move either, and yet it worked out. So he gets the credit for that because, to pull your starter in any game after 2 innings and just, hope that you're going to get 7 more good innings out of whoever you're putting in next and then whoever comes after him, that's not an easy decision to make when you're facing elimination. So I give him credit for that. And I just hope that, but honestly, between you and me, I hope tomorrow night is another kind of decision-free game, so to speak, in that I hope we can build another big lead.
That's
late
fair. And Drew, I'll add on to that. Thank you so much for the call. The one issue for the Dodgers, I'd say, is, I thought heading into this that Rob was going to be an advantage. He hasn't been, but Dave Roberts is just as bad. I mean, Dave Roberts makes some boneheaded managerial decisions, and keeping Kershaw in the 8th after the 7th was wild. What he did in Game 2 instead of going to Sasaki in the 9th was insane. So he could blow this. Oh, there's no doubt about it. Dave Roberts can absolutely blow this. I'll nitpick Rob here, though. And this is me really nitpicking, but I was cool with the concept. What irks me is this. If you knew Ranger was going to be in this Game 3 role, you could have used him Game 1. That pisses me off. Also, you wanted him to have the clean inning to start the 3rd, which I understand to a degree. But if you're going to do this right, Tommy Edman, his power numbers as a right-handed hitter compared to a left-handed hitter because he's a switch hitter, he's significantly better as a right-handed bat. So you admitted, I'm going to allow for the other team to do something that they are better at. Compared to Aaron Nola pitching to him, he'd bat as a lefty. His OPS is somewhere over, it's like a 200 difference in OPS when he bats righty compared to lefty. You put in a left-handed Ranger, and he smokes him in the first pitch. You let him be on his more comfortable side with power. again, nitpicking, but those type of decisions change playoff games. They change playoff games. Just like Kyle getting out the way he was on the base pad. That one out in a one-run game could change the entire inning. Brandon Marsh not being able to get these balls out in center field. Oh, my God, is he terrible at center field. Holy. Maybe we can get Bader back? That'd be nice. Before we get back to the phones, I want you guys to relive a little bit of the juice that we saw in Dodger Stadium. Let's start with Kyle's first home run of the day. This is how it sounded.
He's from the right side. That ball's crushed deep to right field. Hernandez doesn't even move. It is long gone. It's off the roof of the pavilion in right field. Kyle Schwarber, his first postseason home run of the year. It's his 22nd of his career. And with a lightning strike, the Phillies tie it up at 1.
That was crazy. I mean, that was an absolute missile. That thing was
Statcast
new.
does not get it right. They said it was, 455? That was way past that.
Had to be. It had to be. Yeah, no, that was an absolute moonshot. So there's that. All right, how about JT with some swag? Take a listen.
The windup in the 1-0 pitch. And it's swung on, hit in the air, left field, deep, going back to the new center fielder, Dean. He's looking up, and it is gone. And JT has hit one out to left center. And the Phillies with a 4-1 lead here in the top of the 8th inning as Real Muto hammers the pitch from Clayton Kershaw.
Poor Clayton Kershaw. This guy's a legend. He's a future Hall of Famer. And here's Dave Roberts saying, yo, can you go eat these innings, please, and just get rocked?
In front of Sandy Koufax in the front row. Yeah, go ahead. Go raise that 4.99 ERA in the playoffs to a nice 5.
That's crazy, man. Aaron Nola would never. All right, and then for the final audio clip for you, here's Schwarber's second bomb.
Now Kyle Schwarber. And he swings and hits one high in the air to right. It's pretty deep. Hernandez back at the track, at the wall. It's gone! It clears! And it's a 2-run home run for Kyle Schwarber. And a 2-homer night here in Game 3. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, let's go back to the phones. 215-592-9494. Let's go to Che. Is this Che in Marlton?
Yes, sir. What's going on, baby?
Not much. What's happening? What's on your mind? How you feeling?
Come on now. There's big time, baby. Big time stuff right there.
It sure
Listen,
was.
I'm going to tell you this.
Go ahead.
So my wife is a Ukrainian ballerina, been in America for 3 years.
Okay.
Doesn't watch a lick of sports. I've been with her about 4 years now. She watches, well, in the background, watches the Eagles, Phillies, blah, blah, blah. She told me in 22 that the Eagles were going to lose that Super Bowl. She told me same year Phillies were going to lose. She told me in 24 Eagles were going to win. And she told me last night, don't worry, babe, Phillies got this. So I'm going to tell you right now, I really think we do. And the reason is Sanchez is the second best pitcher in the league. Paul Skeens is a beast. You can't take anything away from him. He's the best. But we got the best pitcher coming up. Duran probably going to give us 6 innings tomorrow. What else?
Six outs.
This is it
6
right
outs,
here,
you
baby.
mean, right?
This is it.
6 outs.
6 out, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm going, hold on a second. I love Duran.
Yeah,
All right, I'm a big
over.
fan, but
yeah.
6 innings is a lot.
Yeah, we can't do that. But yeah, I'm telling you, man, I think this is it. This series, I don't know how far we're going to go, but it's coming back.
Well, you got to ask your significant other here if she knows if they're going all the way or not. Not just the series. I need the whole thing, Jay.
She told me don't worry about the Dodgers. I'm gonna ask her after this series. I don't know if she can give us that much.
Okay.
But I'm gonna ask her after Game 5 when we win.
All right, that's perfect. And I want you to chime back
I love
in.
listening to you, man. You're a legend over here, man. I listen to you every night. I just want to say I appreciate you and thanks for having me on, brother.
Of course.
Have a great night.
Thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. I want you to check back in after Game 5, and we can figure out exactly if we're going to beat the Brewers or not. Or the Cubs, I guess. We're still fighting.
I'll take anyone at this point.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you can get past the Dodgers after being down 0-2 in a hole like that, I don't give a damn who's in your way. You know, who's in your way at all. I think at that point, it's everyone's afraid of you. But listen, I do appreciate the energy of the ones thinking, hey, we got this. Sanchez versus Glass now. It's a favorable matchup. I really do appreciate it. I've just been destroyed by this team so much throughout the regular season, and then I opened up my heart for Game 1 and Game 2, and then it got shredded. Literally, it went through a shredder. And then, here's Game 3, and they go, hey, don't forget, when we get the batch going, we're something great. When we actually add runs late. A huge difference maker in this game could be the fact that Duran wasn't used. Because there's a world where you needed him to get 5 outs. You needed him to get 6 outs, 4 outs. But instead, still in the holster, baby. Not even worried. Rested, ready to rock.
How do you feel about Duran not pitching in a long time? He's been rested. Rested. He's been sitting out on that bullpen for quite some time.
I'll go the other way with you. I'm a little annoyed that he was used in earlier stages of the series when I didn't think it was necessary, just because every time you give these guys a look of bullpen arms, it's just more data for them. So I thought there was earlier sequences throughout Game 1. Oh, what do we do?
Yep.
Do we need to go there? Do we have to go there? So I'll actually look the other way. I was listening to some MLB network stuff, and Mark DeRosa was saying, man, every time you give them the look of your best guys, even if the Dodgers win the game still, even if the Phillies win the game and they see Duran, every time they see him in this stage of the year, especially against a high-powered offense like the Dodgers, it could come back to bite you if you put him in when it wasn't necessarily needed. But this is more of the me nitpicking Rob Thompson in every which way, which I got to be honest with you, I came in saying he might be one of the best managers in baseball to, holy hell, I don't think he understands how to manage in the playoffs. Because I just thought, man, this guy's been around ball for so long. You got to get creative. You got to get unique. And he didn't prior to this game. This game he did, though. He did. Go into Nola early for 2, then Ranger. It's the bridge to get you to a... Now, you didn't need it because the game was so wide open, but... you were struggling with the Strom, the David Robertson, the Orion Kerkering role, so we have to try to eliminate that. Well, if we start with an opener and then we give Ranger more of a nod in the third, then we can maybe maneuver around not having to use those guys. That's how you have to get creative this time of the year, and I tip my cap. All right, let's wrap this up with Tom in Alabama. What's going on, Tom?
Yo, Brody, it takes a bridge. It really does.
Yeah, no, listen, they figured it out. They figured it out on this particular night, and I pray to the baseball gods that they can push forward here for a Game 4 and make it super exciting and give us a shot at home to do what I would have called the unthinkable when they were down 0-2.
It takes hitting, man. It just takes a one hit. It just takes 2. It just takes 100 one hit that goes about 450, 500 feet. You know what I'm saying? And it gets everybody rolling. It gets everybody pumped. It gets everybody feeling all good and warm inside. But we got a long damn ways to go, boss. A long ways to go. But we're never going to quit. We're never going to back up, back down, or backtrack. All we're going to do is keep coming back, Jack. Hey, if you do me a favor, man, would you throw me back on hold? I need to tell John something. It's really important, man.
Okay, yeah, I'll put you on hold. I appreciate it, Tom. Okay, we'll talk to John Johnson coming up at 2. I got you. And I'll just say this for the last statement as I wrap up here. With Tom and Kyle Schwarber hitting the bomb he just mentioned, maybe that bringing the excitement to the club. And without a doubt, I think everyone was able to breathe a little bit knowing, hey, our NL MVP candidate is finally here, and they've been waiting for something. And all jokes aside, because I am an Aaron Nola guy, with that play with Brandon Marsh, with that dive where he was 80 feet short of actually making the catch, not having that run score, massive.
Huge.
My guy knows.
It doesn't go untalked about. That play and the double play to end the inning. Those are two of the biggest moments I think that kept them in that game.
You mean when Ranger was on the bump in the 5th?
Yeah, and the double play. Oh, dude. That inning and Nola's right at the beginning. That was you're one pitch away from unraveling early in the game.
My guy knows. All right, that's going to do it for me. Nice little quick show, quick program. I'll be back Friday following the afternoon show. So I'll be back Friday, 6 to 10 p.m. Coming up next is the one and only John Johnson. For me, it's Brodes. I'm out of here, 94 WIP.